Hey everyone, how you living? Hope you're alive and living color. Hope God is good to you, because He's been good, as He's been good to me, because you are watching EML77 TV, episode 361, hosted by Eric Lima. That is me, ladies and gentlemen. How you guys doing on this lovely Sunday evening? Almost 8 o'clock, and about a couple of hours till I hit the sack for tomorrow to go back to the daily grind that is work for another 5-day grind. Check this out, everybody. Today is the last day of summer. Official last day of summer according to the calendar, because tomorrow is the first day of fall. Is it the first day of fall? I think it is. Yeah, I think it is. Tomorrow is the first day of fall, excuse me. But we're going to have, according to the weather, we're still going to have some warmer weather, Indian summer type weather, so we're going to look out for that. And for the first time, because now I know why the Dartmouth Mall did not have a summer carnival. They're having a fall carnival, and this time Fiesta Soja is going to host it. So this is going to be very interesting now, because I think it's going to be bigger because the Sears, as you know, Sears has officially closed its doors over the summer. In fact, Sears and Sears Arnold Center are both gone. Charlotte Russe is gone. Payless is gone as well. So we had 4 more stores closed this year. Regis closed earlier. That's 5. I gotta tell you, it's been quite the summer, actually. It's been not so fantastic, fabulous, spectacular type summer. It was a good summer overall. I got Super Mario Maker 2, played that a little bit, enjoyed that. Bought some more games for the Switch. Bought some more stuff off the internet. I was on eBay. Got my Io Shirai Genius Sky shirt. No, it's not an official WWE shirt, but somebody made it, and I'm glad they had it in my size. So I said, okay, I'll wear that because I like Io Shirai. What else? Bought a few more DVD sets that will be coming in later on in the month and in the week. And I want to give a shout out to a couple of YouTube channels for you guys, for all my game show, fellow game show fans out there. If you like game shows, I'm trying to get some more gameplay here. You saw me do the Press Your Luck 2019 edition. Pretty good. Finally got that. Check it out. KPH Cincinnati. That's my friend Kevin Henry. He has a channel of his own. He talks about everything from sports, real life court cases, and does game shows, and he does podcasts too. Joining up with Alex Peraz, who has his channel too, L4GSTV. Check out those two channels. Look them up and see their wacky, zany fun and all around goodness. That's their 2 channels. I'm gonna give them a shout out and say thank you, gentlemen. I figured thank you for contributing here on YouTube. It has been a trying weekend for me, and did a lot of soul searching over the summer, and I've just encountered more drama, so to speak. You know, here's the thing. I'm going to make a ruling here for my life right now, if you guys don't mind. I know there's lots of drama between some of my friends on the Discord app channels from last year and this year, and I'm going to make a ruling. I don't want to be in the middle of anything, because if I get into the middle of a feud between 2 people that have, that has nothing to do with me and all that, I can really get in heat for this, because this is what happened to me 3 years ago. And I inadvertently gave a friend of mine a shout out, and then someone that has a beef with him got on my case and started trolling my channel and said, until you defriend him, you're going to be harassed forever. And and I don't want to get burnt like that, so don't get me involved in any middle of any drama anymore. And I'm kind of disappointed that if I have friends that hate each other, and or in fact they don't want to talk to each other anymore, block each other, I feel very sad about that, And but I do have friends that won't talk to me either, and I don't hate them, and these are people that I liked, but for them to defriend me or not be my friend anymore, it's sad. It's very, very sad. In fact, I went through family drama last year. Come to find out that my second older sister won't talk to our family anymore, which I feel very, very, very upset and disappointed about that. And and it is, that's the attitude of most people nowadays. Is like, they don't want to talk to their family members because they, unless they, I've always believed that if someone did me wrong personally, if somebody personally hurt me, then I have no grudge against them. And now, I would say, all about the internet trolls. I don't have a grudge against the trolls. It's that because, I don't approve of their lying. I don't approve of their junk and garbage. Now, that's why I'm not allowing it. And it's not because I hate the internet trolls. I don't. It's that I cannot allow, negative comments and poisonous and toxic comments like that to go on my YouTube page. And I don't want anybody asking me to leave a certain group because you have a grudge against that person. It's a beef between you and that person. Don't get me involved. Don't ask me to leave. Don't ask me to leave a group, and then people ask me, "Oh, why are you leaving that group?" I say, "Well, you hate that person." I don't want to use it. I don't want to do that. If that person has never wronged me, if I leave a group and the person has never wronged me, I'm about as guilty. And I can be just mean as everybody else, and I can't be like that. So I always try to be friends and respectful towards everybody. Keep an open mind, keep an open heart. But then there are people out there that do not respect me. If you can't treat me with respect, and don't expect me to be your friend. I don't hate you. Is that you have to learn to respect others. That's why I don't want to do this without screaming and yelling and swearing and all that good stuff. I want to keep a civil mind about things, And I just like to, like I said, keep an open mind. But sometimes when you go too far, you go too far. Like Mitchell Hodak. When I first friended, when Mitchell put in a friend request, I said, okay, he likes game shows. I'll friend him, And then, he keeps, sometimes, I figured he posts stuff up. He keeps posting stuff up that I've known a long time ago. He keeps on telling me something stuff I already know. So I figured, I know this Mitchell. I know this. I'm like, oh, you don't worry about it, all that. Listen. And he took it too far, this past Friday. And I decided, and he's asking me all sorts of dumb questions about, what is Antonio Brown going to do? He's got money, dude. Even though he's not getting paid by craft, he's got money, And, so I said, that's it. I think everybody else on the other Discord servers have been right all along. And I decided, to unfriend him and block him. Because Mitchell Hodak, you need to learn how to talk to people with a little bit of respect. You need to work on your social skills. Seriously, Mitchell. You just don't get it at all, Mitchell. You just don't get it. I'm trying to help you out here. You see, I've learned a lesson in respecting people. Because if I disrespected anybody, they'll block me. They'll not be my friends anymore. And there are times that, that has happened. That's why I don't want to get in the middle of dramas or arguments or grudge matches between two people. I want to keep an open mind and respect everybody. I don't want to choose a side. I don't want to be in the middle of a civil war. Listen, the internet has turned into, when it comes to social media, internet's like Twitter and Facebook and YouTube, and it ended up turning into like a high school war. Back in the day when I was a kid, we used to have like two different groups of friends. I used to be part of two different groups of friends. And if I go to one group and the other group of friends yell, "You're a flat leaver," flat leaving. That's what it was. I don't want to flat leave anybody. So I don't want to be don't ask me to leave a group because you don't like that group. You don't like that group. Now listen, I'm not leaving any group under any circumstance unless someone did me wrong. All right, there were drama between other people in the groups game show groups that I'm involved in, and sometimes I want to go just, but people, tell me don't leave the group, then it's going to make things worse. You know, if I leave one certain group because you have a grudge, it's going to make things something worse. You know, my good friend Matthew Resenti's talking about forgiveness today, and you know, I'll forgive everybody, including the internet trolls. I'll forgive people that hate me, you know, and like, or people that I have wronged, you know. And it's that, you know, I don't hate anybody. It's that if you don't treat me with any respect, you know, I'm sorry, I can't be your friend. I can't tolerate your behavior. It's your behavior that needs work, and sometimes you get to search your heart, search your souls, and look in the mirror and say, maybe something wrong with me, you know. And there are days that I did that, you know. And listen, there were situations in my life where, you know, sometimes I have myself to blame, you know. I gotta look in the mirror and say, okay, I disrespected this person, I disrespected that person, you know, and it's my fault they won't be my friend anymore. You know, I'm not here to beg anybody to be my friend or, you know, be back as friends with me. I'm just not. If I offended anybody out there, if I offended anybody during in my videos, social media feeds like Twitter and Facebook, I'm going to issue an apology to everyone right now and ask for forgiveness because, you know, sometimes sometimes I say stuff that I don't mean or say stuff that I'm not supposed to say, and just to let you know, I'm trying to be truthful. I'm trying to be honest. I'm trying to be respectful. And it isn't easy. It isn't easy trying to respect those who cannot respect you, you know. And then you're caught in the middle of a war to the point where, oh, please leave this group. Please leave this group. I don't like that person. That person, you know. Listen. Unless the person, you know, I always believe that I will not break up a friendship with a person unless that person wrongs me to the point where, or annoys me to the point where I'm going to say, I can't take this anymore. I can't handle it. Like Mitchell Hodak. Oh, we've been friends for Facebook friends for 2 years, but then you finally realize what, you know, is going through the mind of everybody, you know. Like all along, I had a feeling that this Mitchell Hodak was using me to get to other friends on the Discord servers and all that. And like he wanted, you know, Matthew Vasconcelos is a good kid. He loves game shows. He lives in Hawaii, which I'm kind of jealous of because Hawaii is probably the most beautiful states ever, you know. And Mitchell Hodak messaged me, hey, can you tell Matthew Vasconcelos to remove a yellow card? Like, I'm going to do that for you. Dude, if this is between you and him, I am not going to be your media. I'm not going to be your secretary, so to speak, and ask Matthew Vasconcelos to remove a yellow card. I am not going to do that. This is a beef between you and him, and it has nothing to do with me, and that's what I'm getting sick of, you know, of trying to patch things up, patch a feud up between friends that have nothing to do with me. All right, that's another thing. It's that, you know, it's like if this feud started before I even joined any of the groups in Discord, then I have nothing to do with that, you know. And it's like, you know, people just, I don't know how understandably frustrated I can be. It's like, listen, I'm just sick of the drama. I'm just sick of the drama between friends, drama between family members. I'm just sick of it all. I want to live my life. I don't want to have fun on here. People, you know, when I was a kid, when I was a young teenager, everybody gets aggravated at me because I talk about baseball, wrestling, video games. I'd rather talk about all that crap than talk about freaking politics. You see, politics has ruined this world today because, oh, don't vote for Trump. Don't, and I'm like, don't vote for Hillary. Don't vote for Trump. Don't vote for this person. Who do you vote for? And then all of a sudden I say, somebody says, who I vote, somebody says, asks somebody, who'd you vote for? Trump. Oh, I'm not going to be your friend anymore. That's why I don't talk about who I voted for and why. I don't do that. I don't talk about politics. I don't talk about religion. I don't talk about, and it's like, can somebody somebody can have a brain in the world and say, just forget politics, just talk about fun stuff. Talk about fun stuff. And people thumb down my videos because I'm trying to be serious and speak from the heart, and it gets ridiculous, you know. And then you got the internet trolls making fun of me, saying crap, and like, I'm like, good Lord, I got to deal with like more children, more internet trolls with a childlike attitude, and you're like, I'm like, oh, good Lord. There's days where I rather deal with that I'd rather deal with Alexander J.A. Cortez. There's another idiot on Twitter. Alexander J.A. Cortez. He thinks that video gamers are subhumans. Really. Does this idiot understand? I don't think this idiot understands what we regular folks go through on a daily basis in life. This idiot, Alexander J.A. Cortez, does not understand what a lot of people go through on their daily basis, daily routines, and daily lives. There's a lot of things that has happened to us that makes us turn to, say, video games, or turn to wrestling, or turn to, and it's like, seriously, this guy deserves a good kick in the pants. I mean, my gosh, I'm like, and then somebody, you feel like going, good freaking Lord, what in the world is going on? It's like the internet has really brought out the most miserable of people who has the most miserable of lives. And he's dissing women on Twitter, Alexander J.A. Cortez, saying women should look beautiful, not ugly, and all that, and all that, and not look fat. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? There's people that there's people that embrace, a lot of women that embrace their curviness, and having curves, there's nothing wrong with having curves, man. I mean, and some people on the internet out there sometimes are total idiots on the planet, especially on Twitter. You want to go, do I have I have the list of Jericho somewhere, and Jericho's not using an AEW. I might as well use it because there's some people that should make the list of Jericho. I mean, I'm like this the whole time. I'm like, oh, good Lord, what is this idiot saying now? It's like, oh, Peppa, Kodishka, Bosh, oh, Shwakago, Peppa, Shapata the Kabasa Kakao. What's wrong with you? Oh, my goodness. It's like, oh, my God. And then, and like I said, 3 years ago, I was harassed by trolls on the internet because I was friends with somebody they don't like. And that's somebody who done nothing wrong to me. He likes game shows like I do. But he was defending a friend of his who sells hubcaps on eBay against somebody who basically buys his stuff, but doesn't pay the money for it. And you're like, okay, and these trolls started accusing me of being that person that buys stuff but not pays his money. I'm like, I'm not going to say his name or else it's going to come back up again, and everybody knows what I'm talking about. And I'm going. And I'm like, okay, this is getting stupid, I started blocking people, and it's like, and they keep making new channels and started harassing me again, and like, boy. And then finally, 2018, they decided, okay, fine, you're Eric Lima, you're not this person. I apologize. Wait, my lifeline. I forgave the person. I said, good. We move on. We have some fun. I still want to I don't want to get in the middle of a drama ever again. It's like, listen, I just feel like screaming like the ultimate warrior and just say something like, why don't you just shut up, people? I don't like the drama no more. I'm sick of the drama. I'm sick of it. Why can't everybody get along? It's like, I feel like screaming at the top of my lungs, and I feel like saying Hulk smash or something like that. Gosh. It's like, and like, the holidays are coming. Holidays are coming about 3 months, about 2 months before Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving and Christmas are the biggest family holidays. And then we get people, family members, siblings not talking to siblings anymore. Sons not talking to fathers. Daughters not talking to mothers. And it's like, and I feel like going, what the heck did I do to deserve all this crap? It's like, I'm like, this is, I'm starting, just the concept of friends being enemies and family members being enemies is ridiculous. It's sickening. And I loved every single member of my family, and I love all my friends. It's just that, can everybody just freaking get along? I feel like Rodney King. Can everybody just get along? Come on. Listen, you want to hold a grudge against somebody for years and years and years, it's going to eat away at you to the point where you're going to be feeling miserable for the rest of your lives. I don't hold a grudge against anybody, not even against my ex-crush. Because that situation, like I said, I am at fault for it. I blame myself, If there's something that, if there's a reason why some people won't talk to me, maybe I gotta look in the mirror and say, this is my fault. So if I've offended anybody out there, from my local friends to people on the internet, I do apologize. I am who I say I am. I'm a real man. I am Eric Matthew Lima. Nobody's going to change me for who I am. And I know I got God watching my back. He helps me out. I believe He's given me this gift to speak and share my life to the world. And also share my heart. That's why I think YouTube's giving me that platform to do so. I'm not going to go preaching, just say it the Lord, you're going to hell in a handbasket. No, I'm not going to do something like that. I'm just going to say, hey, if it had not been for God, it had not been for my father, it had not been for my family that loves me and cares about me, I wouldn't be alive today. I wouldn't be able to share my gift to all of you, and that's what I want to do. But there's lots of people on the internet making fun of my beliefs, making fun of me. I don't shove my beliefs down anyone's throats. That's not my goal. I mean, seriously, folks. And then people get on my case when I talk about my ex-crush. I don't have a grudge against her. I know that she's not going to be my friend anymore. I know that she doesn't want to talk to me anymore. That's just fine. Because I know that it was my fault. I brought that upon myself. It was my fault, not hers, not anyone else's. I do not blame anybody else in that situation except this guy right here. All I gotta do is ask whose fault was it in that situation. All I gotta do is go to the bathroom, find a mirror, look at it, and go, and admit it to and admit that. I mean, seriously, yeah, that's what I've been like most of the summers, man. My hair's a mess. I've been pretty soon not to get it cut. Anyways, so my hair's just totally out of control. I thought Carlito was bad. So anyways, yeah, that's what it's been like all the summers in the decade of 2010s for me. It's been like that. And it's gone to the point where I just want to go, I could have said, that's it, I'm shutting every one of my social media feeds down. I'm not going to join any more groups. I'm going to say, screw it. I'm going to be off Facebook. All I'm going to do is just do my thing, and then that's it. Buy stuff on the internet, buy stuff, that's it. I'm not doing it anymore. That's how I feel, I just want to stay out there, forgiveness is the most powerful weapon ever, above everything else. Forgiving somebody is not that easy. Trust me. Listen. But there are times when you say, okay, I forgive you, but you have to learn how to respect people. Okay, you have to learn how to respect people, and I don't want to cause. That's why I don't want to cause a war. I don't want to cause any wars on the internet, wars between friends, or something like that. That's why I try to do what's best, not just for me, but for my friends, but for my family. I try to do what's best all around, what's best for me, And listen, if I forgive you, that doesn't mean that. Because you're going to have to work hard to earn my trust, and that's what, maybe I have to work hard to earn, never mind, I won't talk about her again. I'm trying to stay away from that situation now. She's married, she's got a couple kids, I'm good, it's, but the fact of the matter is, the whole concept is, forgiveness isn't easy. It is not that easy, and, you feel like, you'd rather, and I'd rather eat applesauce than freaking ask somebody to forgive me. That's how honest I'm going to be. I hate applesauce. I hate applesauce. Ugh, when I taste it as a kid. Ugh. It's like they force fed, like, I don't want to eat applesauce. I hate applesauce. I hated it. I hated it when I was a kid, and I hate it now. It's like, I'm like, please get that stuff away from me. Now there's a confession I have to make. Yeah, I hate applesauce. So, anyways. So, I just hate strife and division. I just hate it so wholeheartedly. And, like I said, and despite all that, I've been having, a decent, all the decent summers with the WEML-TV Festival. Had a little bit of a shake-up in mid-decade. Of course, between 2014, it was like, oh, there's no festival. Okay, there is a festival. Oh, we'll call it the Family Fun Festival after a couple of years. Then we're going back to the WEML-TV Festival. And then this past year, a new committee has taken over. And it took them 6 weeks to prepare for the WEML-TV Festival. They had a little bit. Now they're trying to make it bigger for next year, which I can't wait to see what develops for next year. And they're having now for the local wrestling fans, they're going to have a Wayland City Festival Championship tournament, and whoever wins that will become the first ever Wayland City Festival champion, and it will only be defended at the festival. I wonder if it's going to be like a 24/7 title. I was like, anybody can win the festival. I'll pin them for the festival. Ref, get in here, get a ref in here. Anyways, I'm trying to keep a sense of humor. Yeah, I'm sorry for ranting and raving, guys. I feel like, speaking from the heart, it is not that easy to talk from the heart and say, okay, this is how I'm feeling. And a lot of friends I've known passed away in this decade alone. A lot of people I've known has passed away. I had a couple of friends that passed. My biological mother passed away back in January 2012 on Friday the 13th, no less. Of all dates, right? I'm like, oh God, of all the dates that she had to pass away on, And then I have my friend Mark Supernaut, who used to go to my church, had passed away in March after his battle with cancer. And then in 2013, I lost a good friend of mine who gave me my first nickname ever in my life, Whammy. Susan Manning, who used to be after-school program counselor for the YMCA. I was a latchkey kid. That's what it was. And latchkey program. That's basically what it was. And she passed away to cancer, succumbed to cancer. And then in 2017, I lost my cousin Frankie, and I lost another young man who, lost his life going out fishing back in December after the holidays. And I lost, and I lost a few more. A friend that used to go to our church. Her family. She was one of the clients of the Wilmot family. She passed away this year. Also, we lost a member of our church again this year, and now we lost two more good people. Damian Tunes, who was one of. We used to take care of his daughter when she was little, and then I lost another former Ruby Tuesday co-worker, Liz Morey. She passed away this year, and this decade has been, like I said, this decade alone has been the toughest decade ever, and a lot of us want, there's a lot of things have happened, and I'm sure a lot of us want to forget this decade, and I'm one of them. Well, everything started in 2010, when I had to change jobs during that summer of 2010. I was trying to adjust to a new job, and I was struggling to do so, and from a mental standpoint, and then I was transferred later on, and then I struggled a bit because they had a overbearing coworker who thinks he runs the place, which he doesn't, and excuse me, and then I got internet trolls bothering me about how I live my life. It's like, who the heck do these internet trolls think they are, trying to tell me how I should live my life? And then someone tells me, get off YouTube, Grandpa. Like, the internet is for you clowns. It's the internet for the young kids. The old people don't know how to use the internet. There's some reasons why old people like me are using the internet. I mean, and then don't post this up, don't post that up. It's like, I'll post whatever the heck I want up. My friend Kevin Henry, he posted something about, saying goodbye to his ex-wife. And it wasn't easy for him to do this video. And I'm really proud of him for doing that. Because he's real. Kevin Henry is real. And you got this idiot troll named Carter coming up and saying, why'd you post a video? And Kevin Henry says, because I can. And he goes, doesn't that mean you should post it? And he goes, and then Kevin Henry goes, who are you to tell me what I should post and not post? If you don't like it, unsub the page. And then this troll Carter responded, LOL, and he was laughing. He thinks it's funny. And then I was like, how you dare disrespect my friend like that? If he wants to post a video, he can post a video. He's being real. You don't like it, like, you're a loser, you're a boomer. You know what? I blocked those two clowns. And Kevin, I got your back, man. I'm sick and tired of, miserable people having miserable attitudes. And they take it out on those who are trying to be having a good attitude. Who are trying to, it's like, this person's having a good attitude. Let's make them miserable. Seriously? You want to come at me with childish comments? Seriously? I mean, like, boo-hoo, shut up. You know, block, get out. Like, get out, you numbskull. You know, or as Lacey Evans would say, you nasty. You know what I mean? And good Lord, I'm trying to remain calm. I'm trying to be like Fonzie cool. No, not Bel Alfonso, but Henry Winkler Fonzie cool. After Fonzie really cool, you know. I can't snap my fingers and have chicks. I mean, I'm living in the basement for God's sakes. I mean, or I can't just like hit up and the door opens or something like that. I don't know. Like I don't want to snap my fingers and open up a can of soda. You know what I'm saying? Just But might I digress? Might I digress? So it's like I say, it's been quite the summer, and I'm hoping to have a good fall. And hopefully the winter won't be as bad. Hoping the winter will be like this past winter, because this past winter was mild. And they're predicting that this winter's will be bad again. Last time they did that, it turned out to be a dud. You know, I think we averaged 5 or 6 inches of snow that year. So we'll see what happens this year. You know, the lucky thing is I work 5 days a week, and the only time I work 6 days is when the holidays come around. And I think it's going to be from Thanksgiving to the New Year that's going to happen. So, I mean, unless they hire more people and they say, we're still going to have you work 5 days, that's fine. I'll take that. You know, that's fine. I'll take that. But if not, no. As long as I don't have to worry about anything else, I'm cool. You know, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, and it's it. That's that. Life goes on, ladies and gentlemen. Life goes on for me. Goes on for everybody else. And I do apologize for my rant. I just feel like speaking from the heart. And this is like, a lot of things are bothering me. And I feel I want to let it out without going crazy, or psychotic nuts. My eyes are wide open. Oh, my God. It's like, okay. It's like, my life can be totally, insanely crazy to the point where I just want to go, oh, or I can go, yay! It's all a little bit nuts in the head, you know what I'm saying? So, well, we'll see what happens. I want to give a couple of shout-outs before I go. Alex Perez, check out his channel. Go look up L4GSTV. You find his channel. He's got this Mega Spin 2020 thing going. Usually has Super Pressure Luck for Big John's Pressure Luck. I gotta find a Big John's Pressure Luck I can download so I can play it myself. But I have to check out that. And also, Kevin Henry's got WKPH Cincinnati. He talks about a lot of things. Play some video games. Play some game shows on there. Has podcasts with people on there. Check out those two channels if you can. Please tell them Eric Lima sent you. And peace, love, and recycle, and all that good stuff. So that's it. That's all the time we have on this insanely crazy show. God's blessings, life and light, and love to all of you. Catch you on the flip side. Pay attention. You might learn something. Remember, kids, we cannot change our past, but we can change our present situations to work for a better future. Episode 361, Final Thoughts of Summer 2019. Y'all have a good and wonderful day. And we'll be here tomorrow. Other than that, we'll be here on the next episode. I don't know what I'll talk about then. Tomorrow's Monday Night Raw. There's a King of the Ring rematch between Gable and Corbin. Hopefully no more short jokes, and we'll see what happens. All right, this is a long video. Peace. I'll see you. Have a good night, guys.